Welcome to King Street Records. This is Dub of the Week, and I have a very special guest with me. If we can welcome Mr. Sheppy U Smith, one of the greatest voices of reggae music, right here in the flesh for you. Stop by to do a dub with us today. And how you doing, Mr. Sheppy U?
Well, I'm so honored to be a part of your program.
The honor is mine. The honor is mine.
And I'm telling you.
And big thanks for the new threads. Make sure you also visit Mr. Sheppy U's page, and make sure you link him up about one of these as well. Bless. Thank you.
Man. It's an honor, man, every time.
Oh, it's an honor to have you in here. So yeah, I'm going to run through a couple questions just so those who aren't acquainted with you can get a little more acquainted. Just some basic stuff about your performances and the styles of music, and then we'll get our hands dirty with more reggae questions.
Okay.
But since you're an international artist and you've been around a lot of places, what are some of the places that you have performed? How many years have you been at the game? And what is one of your favorite performances that sticks with you?
I started seriously recording in 2007 at Riverside Recording Studio in Sheffield, United Kingdom. And from there, I take it to the next level where I started working with a guy called Carlos Lopez from Spain. He's from Spain. He wanted someone to sing in English for him because they sing in Spanish. So I hooked up with him and did a few tours with him. And then from there I move on to work with KC Records. And during the time I get the opportunity to work closely with quite a few artists, and also managed to do a lot of recordings over in Jamaica too as well. And from there I start singing with a band called the Jungle Lion Band, being the frontman for that band. It's one of those big ska bands in the north of England. Anyone can check it out. Jungle Lion Band, the lead singer. So I did it for like 7 years of being the lead singer. Then, I've been all over working with a lot of different producers, sound system. For one, you got Redemption Sound. Also work with quite a few guys over in Arles, France, the AFK Sound. Actually, right now I'm working on a track for Samuel Tan called The System. You can just look out for that one. I've got that one going on vinyl soon. And I got the opportunity to work with someone like Cultivated Mind, bro. This is a very talented musician. You've got a lot of talent, man, I'm telling you. So I was honored to really meet him and work with him too as well. So today I'm grateful to just be a part of what you're doing now. So I'm honored.
The feeling is mutual. The real feeling is mutual.
Every time, King.
You definitely, whoever performs with you or makes music with you definitely has to step the game up a notch, and you tend to bring the best out of everybody.
Yeah, man, I try that.
And you succeed, sir. Favorite performance though over the years? Where's one that sticks in your brain that just you never forget it? It's always with you.
Well, the favorite performance, man, that I'll never forget though is the one I did a couple in Sheffield, England. I can't remember that one very well. The Tram Lines, man. Tram Lines is really a nice one. I look forward to do that one. Since I migrated over here, I've got the opportunity to go back to do that one, but it is something that I would like to go and do again. The Drumline Festival, we do quite a few big festivals over in the United Kingdom. Managed to perform with Parley B over in Arles, France, and that's great performance too. And also over here, and I did the Hampton Festival. Reggae Fest. Being honored to be a part of that too. A great festival. Unfortunately, we didn't have the opportunity of it this year, but I'm looking forward for it next year as well.
Yeah, and also not only performing artists, but also the MC.
MC as well.
Oftentimes.
So I mean, that's another one that I really enjoy, because on that show, that's where I meet Cultivated Mind, you know.
Thanks.
So,
Thank you, bro. Yeah, hopefully that gears up and they have that again next year. Obviously, with everything going on, it's been a few festivals that have kind of had to take a break for a year, but hopefully that means everyone's been planning for a bigger party next year.
Definitely.
All right, so this is one I think a lot of people want to know. What are your biggest reggae influences, and what's your favorite kind of style or genre of reggae music?
You know, definitely, Gregory Isaac is my idol, and
you hear that in the voice, definitely. Yeah.
And Barry Simon, and I definitely I really honor those guys, man. When it comes to, you know, the Bob Marley is a king, so, you know, he's the man who set the trend. But, you know, Gregory Isaac is my idol, and Barry Simon, those two people. Yeah.
Yeah, Gregory Isaac, definitely I hear a lot in your music, as well as the Barris Hammond and sometimes a little Glenn Washington. Yeah. When you get a little raspy in the vocals, it sounds nice. Yeah. All right, so how would you describe your own style then? Obviously with those artists' influence included, but with the spices in Sheppy U.
Well, for me, I really like what I do. The reason why is that I try to be a bit unique. You know, that's what the U stand for in Sheppy U. You know, you've got Sheppy U, what the U stand for unique. And I try to be a little bit unique in my own way, but I still like the trend, you know, that those artists set, you know, and I try to follow, you know, and I believe that one day I will definitely, you know, succeed to the heights that I want to go, you know.
Right now you already have succeeded at becoming one of the most legit and well-respected artists, so, you know, whether or not you think you've reached it, I think in a lot of our hearts you've reached it.
Well, there is always, you know, room for improvement when it comes to
and that's why you're good.
There's
always working.
Room for improvement. So I always try to keep working. And sometimes, you know, what I want to say to a lot of people right now who's, you know, trying to, you know, come up in the music world and find it a little bit hard, man. I'm telling you, you know, don't do it for the likes. Just do it for the love. You know, if you love it, it will work out for you. If you just do it for the likes, you're gonna turn away at some point, man. You're gonna just falter along the way, because I mean, you have to be in love with what you do. You know, you have to love what you do. If you love what you do, you will conquer, man. I'm telling you.
True words of Mr. Sheppy U. All right, and this is since you showed me some blues today. What are some of the kinds of music that you dabble in outside of reggae? Well, there's one I know.
You know, the thing about I try to be versatile in every field. A lot of people don't know that I've got a little soft side to me as well. You know, I do a little soul here, a little blues here.
The gospel chops.
I do gospel too, man. I mean, a lot of times you might hear a little song out there, but you don't know it's Sheppy U, because it sounds a little bit different. You know, sounds a little different. So, I mean, very soon we'll be able to highlight you a few of those, you know, with help of Cultivated Mind, because, I mean, you know, he's also a versatile person who sing and play everything. So, don't be surprised if one day you hear Sheppy U come on this and sing your blues song, you know. You know, so you can have your eyes wide open, you know. I mean, you will see something coming soon.
I've heard dance tracks out of you before.
Yeah, I do a lot of combination too, with a few artists over in England too. I work with a few hip hop artists, R&B artists. I've got quite a few R&B songs too that I work with as well. So, but you know, I really really love reggae music, and that's my calling. But when you are in love with music, bro, you can't be prejudiced. It can't be musical prejudice. You have to. If you love music, man, it doesn't matter what type of music or what genre, but it's just music, you know. And I'm like that. I'm hoping.
And it comes through, man. Like I said, blues track you played for me today was awesome. So can't wait to hear some of those releases. All right, so I always like to ask a question that's maybe about reggae music as a whole. So what are the things you like? You've been cross continents. And I think that's given you a good view of different takes on reggae, and I guess how reggae is morphed into whatever the local style of music is blended it with. What are some of the things that you do like that you're seeing nowadays in reggae music that is maybe different than the tradition? And what are some of the things that you think maybe need to pump the brakes on, or that you feel maybe reggae has gone far from the tradition? What are some of the good things and
what
some
I'm
of the things
saying,
you change?
as I said before, is that there is always room for improvement when it comes to anything what you do in life. Anything what you do, there's always room for improvement, because I remember that reggae evolved from rhythm and blues. That's where it comes from. From rhythm and blues, it goes to ska and mento, and then we got reggae. They just slow it down a little bit. They got reggae music. So a lot of people wanted, try to, improvise. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with somebody try to put their own style to what they are doing, because, as I said, my name is Sheppy U, and the U stands for unique. Everybody got a unique way, to do things. You know what I mean? So, I won't discourage no one from doing something different. You know what I mean? It won't change because you already got the foundation.
It'll add.
It will only add to what is there. It cannot change your foundation. The foundation is there. So you only can build on top of the foundation. If you try to remove the foundation, you won't have nothing to build on. So the foundation is there. So whatever, whatever people want to try to do, or even myself want to try, is only to add to that foundation. You know what I mean? So foundation is set, the trend is set, but you have to improvise, try. Something might work out.
Think about the slang tang and Casio keyboards, and everybody was roots. And one day a guy hit a digital beat out of a bass line, and
that's what I'm saying.
And some chords, and a whole new thing was born.
So what I'm saying, if that people didn't have the opportunity in order to improvise, we would just be sticking with rhythm and blues. We wouldn't
have gotten to reggae.
We wouldn't gotten nowhere here.
Good point.
So I mean, we can find it somewhere again where you got, somebody had something on. Because as I said, life goes on. The music live on. You know what I mean? So what I want to do, I don't want to do music that just live for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I want music that live on even when I'm gone. It's still here. So I take pride in what I write and pride in what I do. So I don't know what anyone else want to do, but what I do to be unique is try to make music that even when I'm gone, it still live on, just like Bob Marley. You got a lot of music nowadays. As soon as they put them out one day, they have to put another one out tomorrow in order to, keep on top of it. But I want to put one music here, Steve, for as long as life lasts. Even when I'm gone in the studio. So I haven't got a problem with somebody trying to do
innovate.
Style. No, I haven't got a problem with that.
No, I feel you on that, and I think anybody who's been involved with reggae for a while can hear people like King Tubby's and then King Jammies, and then hear that they came from the same studio, and scientist is thrown in there too, and they all approach production differently, and all of them kind of innovated on top of that. So I feel like reggae has always been the place where if you respect the tradition of it and understand the spices and elements that go into the cooking, then you also can improvise.
Exactly.
And take it to the next
step. You can add what you want, you can take away what you want to take away, and you just create your own unique style in it, because that make everyone different. Because no two artists is exactly the same. If one got like good writing skill, and the other one might not have the same thing, but he got a good stage appearance. That might have another person who's really good in the studio, but it's not good on stage.
So it's good at hyping an audience.
Exactly. So you find everybody is unique in their own way. So there's nothing wrong with being unique. There's nothing wrong with being unique. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, this is a final plug. So, any releases that you've released in the past that you think people should check out, and anything that you have coming up down the pipe that you'd like to share?
We got a few music between me and you too, which a lot of people need to go and just check it out, because we did quite a few tracks. I think about 3 or 4 tracks we got out there, and you need to just go and check it out. And also I've got some nice stuff coming up too. Just keep a lookout for those, and very soon you're gonna hear some nice stuff coming from Sheppy U. So I'm just working. They say they are always blessing in disguise, and out of bad some time come for good. We know we have this COVID thing where we are off the quarantine, but when the quarantine, just make good use of that time, by just try to write something or you know, just try to do something with that time.
Sharpen your tools.
Yeah, there's a reason why, you know, I mean, for everything, you know. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just recording, and I've got some stuff coming out right now. Just keep an eye out for that.
So yeah, please keep an eye out, as he was saying, for all the tunes that he's got coming up. We've got some things on YouTube. He's got a bunch of singles on YouTube.
Yeah.
Come a Bit Closer is one of those ones that'll grab you immediately. So make sure you check that out. We've got Who Is To Be Blamed is a classic from Mr. Sheppy U that he allowed me to be on. And today we're going to have him freestyling with some lyrics over a rhythm, kind of giving it a more of a rubber dub style, and I think it fits really great. Put some good vibes and some danceable music together for today. So we got a real treat for you today on Double the Week. We got Mr. Sheppy U in the studio. He's going to go ahead and take things away. And thank you again for tuning in, and thank you, Mr. Sheppy U.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Watch out.
The poor man struggle. This is the poor man struggle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The poor man struggle. Yeah. Tell me why. Poor man have to struggle. Say why. Poor man have to struggle. Yeah. Tell me why the poor man have to suffer. Why the rich man in my driving at him Jaguar? If you want to go to bed without dinner, why the poor man on the world face disaster? This is a question me ask, me need an answer. So me run go to the church, go ask the pastor. This was the answer to me question minutes later. The road to destruction is broader. Take it slow, me little brother, don't falter. Them soon become lamb to a slaughter. The race is not, but it's for when you're in forever. Poor man all the world face disaster. Why the rich man in my driving at him Jaguar? Feel one a brother him don't cater for. If he want to go to bed without dinner. Why the poor man have to suffer? Why the poor man we have to suffer? I know the poor man we have to suffer. Why the poor man we have to suffer? Hey, it's easy for a camel to enter to the eye, an eagle and a rich man enter Zion. Why the poor man always the one to face with the things that's wrong, like victimization, starvation, lot of sanction, brainwash education. Don't forget to mention the guns and ammunition, diseases and the nuclear bomb. Why the poor man have to suffer? The poor man, we have to suffer. Why the poor man, yes, we have to suffer. This is a preview, brand new. You know what I mean? Cultivated mind, big up yourself. Cultivated mind, big up all the crew. You know, Sheppy U pass through. Brand new interview.
Thanks again for tuning in to Double the Week. Big shout to Sheppy U. That was killer. The dude always delivers, and he's got great music out there, so please check it out. Come a Bit Closer is one of my favorites, and that one's on YouTube, I believe. And I'm working to compile a couple tunes that he's done over here at King Street Records, and we're going to make a little Sheppy U meets King Street kind of thing. So you'll be able to check out a couple tunes he's done here, but he has a lot of music already released. All of them are classic sounding reggae tunes and great lyrics, great melodies. Please check them out. Once again, links and stuff will be in the bottom. For today's gear talk, I'm using the Akai Professional Mxp8. It's a sample pad. You can put an SD up here and load up your own samples. It's got stereo outputs, a MIDI in and out. The charger is like a USB thing, but it comes with an adapter, which is really sweet. You have 808 kit kind of stuff in here that comes already with it already. So kind of if you do hip hop or any kind of electronic music, it's already got you on a good start. But what it really sounds great with is rubber dub and 80s dancehall. The beginning is a dancehall music. and the bass sounds are really fat. The snare has that nice smack to it. It's just classic sounding. And I used it on the rhythm that Sheppy did today. So if you like how it sounds, you can check out the links for this below. Once again, I'm not endorsed by any of these companies. I just get stuff that I think is cool. And because I'm on a budget, like most people, I usually try and find stuff that is a lot of bang for my buck. And you could take an acoustic guitar, load up some bass sounds. It actually comes with some bass sounds already in here. But you could load up piano chops and things and put them in an SD card, and now all of a sudden you've got, take that in a guitar and a loop pedal, and you can actually take this instead of keyboards and things and loop through that, and you could have a very minimal setup to have to carry. So yeah, it's kind of a sweet little torpedo you need every now and then. It's great for just loading up samples and stuff like that. But if you get a chance, check it out. I think they're barely like $100 maybe, and that was when they first came out. It's a great tool to have. It's definitely something that I think would be helpful for anyone who does a looping set or is a DJ or just needs some other sounds that they need to throw in the mix but don't want to have to carry an entire keyboard or something like that. So that's the Akai Professional Mxp8. I hope you like it, and I'll put links for that below. Thanks. So for the top-notch dub watch, one artist that I probably overlooked that I shouldn't have, because he's literally my favorite vocalist, is Vaughn Benjamin and Midnite's Intense Pressure, which is a Made It African Roots Lab. Ron Benjamin, the bassy backing vocalist, and the guy who you hear chanting on those first albums, and just the heavy bass for songs like The Eyes of Your Light or The Light, and some of the classic unpolished tunes. The bass sticks with me more than anything else. This album's no different. So it's a dub version, I believe, of Ancient Maps. Got Dion Hopkins on drums. Snare rolls sound amazing. The guitar is the phaser that's typically on like Midnite kind of tracks. It just goes really well and helps fill the space. The bass, like I said, Ron Benjamin delivers like he always does. It's a brilliant album. I love Mantain's dub version, and I don't know. It's one of those ones that it doesn't always kind of get brought up in the dub conversation because there is so much good stuff already. The dub in the Rainforest videos, the dub in the Fish Market videos. There's a lot of stuff in Vaughn Benjamin's career to kind of sift through that is all amazing. So it's not like it's easy to digest and move on. You get stuck on pieces for a while. This is one I heard in my early 20s, and I'm 32 now, and I still listen to it. So check it out. That's Intense Pressure. Is by Midnite. Like I said, that's African Roots Lab, and all of the engineering, I believe, was done by Ron Benjamin, the bassy, and I don't know. Check it out. It's amazing. Thank you guys again for tuning in for Double the Week. I got more people coming next week. Interviews with some more artists, and some more music to make too as well. So tune in, and at the end of the season, like I said, I'll have a nice mix of everybody's tracks and dub versions that we did. That way you can kind of put that on play, and then if you're interested in the interviews, you can come back to these episodes. But I'm going to keep trying to do this for a weekly basis for at least another month or two, take a break, get more people, stock some interviews up, and keep moving. And that's kind of the plan for how things are going to go. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Big up one more time to VB Reggae and Rise and Vibes. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all your promotions. And Boulevard Bistro, great show. And happy holidays, people. I hope you have a good one. Thanks.